part of being a leader, I think, is sincerity and a willingness to be involved, interact. I was told at one point by a former high school graduate from Granite Falls, you know, once in a while, if you're a leader, you ought to turn around and see if anybody's following. Well, good advice. So you do need to keep in touch. You certainly also need to keep your eye on the horizon. What's coming up? Let's not think about next week or next month all the time. Let's think about 10 years from now once in a while, and even 20. If people believe that you're really trying to do what's best for everybody, that most people understand that's a difficult and maybe almost impossible task sometimes. Even if they don't agree with you, they'll be there with you as long as they feel like you're trying to look out for the community. Our town Granite Falls is known a bit because of some pretty big news items that happened out here in a very short span of time. 1997 to 2001, we had a couple of whopper floods, including the highest recorded flood ever out here in 97. And then in between, we managed to squeeze in a tornado, not in the low part of town, that was in the west end of town. Those three events really taught our community a lot of things. And maybe our whole area. We learned that we can't do this alone. We learned to ask for help, to say thank you, and to show a great appreciation. Our local grain elevator was owned by a regional grain co-op, and by good luck, their general manager was my next door neighbor. And he and I were talking about, what did we do about your elevator? I know farmers that need a place to dump their grain. But he goes, well, you know, yeah, we need to do that, but maybe we could build an ethanol plant. I said, well, I can't build it out there in the middle of town on the west end. He said, nah, we gotta think out of the box. The interesting thing was that from the farm community, there was a really determined interest to help this city. Let's do what we can. To understand that, I mean, you have to look at the fact that those folks recognized that what was good for their town, even though they weren't city residents, would be good for them and for their school and for their county that serves and provides services for their families and for, you know, everything that happens here. So it was really a big picture thing that drove that.